Hello, everybody. This is Trevor Truck ASMR. Welcome. This is Dead Mall. This is the latest level from the Dreamcore series. And I, for one, am already a huge fan. I have been eager to try this level out because it's the best of both worlds. Liminal spaces and malls. And it's so funny that malls are portrayed as abandoned in a lot of this type of media now. And I think I figured out why malls are just so unnerving when they're empty. It's because malls are more than just a collection of shops. And sure, people go there to shop, buy things, but malls are also social hangouts. You got the food court, you got these random benches that you can sit on. A mall is more than just a collection of places to spend money. And as someone who frequented malls back in my day, back in the distant 90s, I'm a fossil now, but back in the 90s, it was I felt like it was the thing to do, These days, malls are kind of not talked about a whole lot in the mainstream. No one really says, hey, I'm gonna go to the mall, right? No one really says that, at least here in the United States. Malls are not what they used to be. Oh, that's clever. I was gonna press F for flashlight and it says you don't have one. I love that. Makes it even more unnerving. But yes, times have changed here. And it's just not the same. The vibe is gone, But I remember my time in a certain mall. And this place kind of reminds me of it, like at least a tiny bit. Well, what have we here? Looks like we've got Playland. I don't like the mascot for Playland. I'm just gonna keep it real. But again, the mall that I went to, it had an arcade, right? And you see arcade machines and floors that were like the floor had patterns on it, and the patterns were glowing. This kind of reminds me of laser tag, actually. But you walk around this place and you see these games. I mean, how cool is this, right? Gosh, it brings it all back for me. But this mall, as the name would suggest, this mall is truly dead. There may be music, but nobody is here. Ooh, I gotta tell you, this is very weird. I know that this is a video game, but think about this. If you were in a place like this in real life, how would it be? It would be weird, wouldn't it? Be kind of scary. And it's like everything is so dim and everything is so dark. By the way, this is not just an arcade. This is a mega arcade. This arcade is enough to make Dave and Buster blush, okay? Wow. It's interesting. What's this? Crystal Knights. I don't know what any of these games are. But I used to play a lot of arcade games, you know? They were fun. They were really fun. Again, mall culture is dead here in the United States, but also arcade culture is dead. I swear, there used to be some really fun games. You could play Gauntlet Legends, you could play rail shooters, you could play Time Crisis, you could play Cruisin' the World. Those were the games. Those are the games. But it's just so strange to see all this and to see what memories that a place like this kind of unlocks. I mean, it kind of touches on a part of my past, and I think a lot of people watching a video like this will also agree. I don't know. There's something kind of universal about this, you know? We can all relate to this sort of time capsule that we're seeing here. I would actually love to have this as a Dead by Daylight map. I could imagine this working. It totally fits the vibe of that game. Anyway, I hate to say it, but I might be more than a little lost. I'm gonna kind of sprint a little bit because I don't want to take forever trying to get out of this place. There's the exit. Ooh. That was weird, wasn't it? That was absolutely strange. And it's also like the music is following me, weirdly enough. Oh yeah, I love this place already. This is A+ material. And you can tell the mall has a certain special type of design. Like, this is totally mall of the 90s vibe. The way that the tiles are colored and arranged. You got pink, white, and black. And that fits. That checks out. Although, I would also add, like, teal and purple to the mix in some areas for that true sort of 90s aesthetic. Now just look at this place. Look at these empty halls. This is not just a game. This is just this is an experience, man. This is an experience. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee real quick, but I'm gonna keep walking. They did so well with this map. They did so well. I'm gonna keep raving about it, honestly, throughout this video. Music sounds a little off-putting, but it's okay. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. That just does not look safe. But we'll go down this way anyway. You know, my friends, I've mentioned it before, but there is an analog horror video called The Oldest View. And I'm not gonna give anything away, but it takes place in a mall. Okay, it takes place in a mall that is empty like this. Check it out if you dare. Whoa. So this is like the centerpiece of the mall in a certain sense. We'll say it's very clean for being abandoned. It's very clean. Maybe this place is haunted by ghosts who are also janitors. I don't know. but it's interesting. And my God, I am lost. I wouldn't even know the first place to go here. But honestly, this place has me curious. So we went into an arcade, which is great, but I wonder if we have the ability to see other shops or stores, or let's take a peek through this window here. This is definitely once... Okay, so based on what I'm seeing, I could predict this was a shoe store. Definitely a shoe store. And if that's the case, well, then there was probably a lot of shoe stores. Whew. Man, this is creepy. But it's also fun. You know, you never want to get too relaxed. You always want to have your head on a swivel just in case there's something there. And I don't know, these games, sometimes they do surprise you. Sometimes you do see something in the corner of your eye and you ask yourself, what was that? Was somebody there? Was somebody watching me? The answer is almost always yes, someone was watching you. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna sprint. Boy, tell you what, one good thing about liminal spaces, you get your steps in for the day, that's for sure. We are definitely not skipping leg day. We are building muscle, and plus, this is really good cardio. We should invent a brand new exercise regimen where you find an abandoned mall and you run laps around it. Now see, that's something that I would sign up for. Nice and healthy exercise. So, these days, I know where to find a mall, but I kind of have to travel a little ways to get there. But as far as malls go, the local mall, or at least the closest mall, it's really not that big of a deal. I don't know, it's weird. It kind of lacks that special something that the old malls used to have. I mean, there are plenty of shops, there's a food court, but it's not really that big of a mall, all things considered. It has a sports store. I think it might have a Macy's or a J.C. Penney's. I don't really remember which one it is, but you can bet that malls are going to have those types of stores. And let's not forget, okay, back in the day, there was Sears. Do you all remember Sears? Oh my gosh, I remember the mall that we used to go to. There was an entrance in it. That entrance started with Sears. You'd walk through the store, and it's so weird because... Wait, you can actually go through here. I thought this was just gonna be, like, a trap. Holy cow. What is this? Wow. Truly speechless. This is amazing. This is beyond what I would have expected. Is this even part of the mall? This kind of reminds me of the parking garage that you see in the biggest of malls. I don't even know where to go. The thing about this game and the levels in this game, it's truly impossible to explore every nook and cranny in just one video. I know for a fact that I'm not going to be able to. But, I mean, wow. I love the atmosphere too. This map is beyond expectations. I kind of want to go back to the mall though. So I was talking about Sears earlier, and it occurs to me that it's really hard to pin down what kind of store that Sears was. I think it was kind of like a hardware store, because I remember tools, but I also kind of remember that Sears sold like appliances, kitchen appliances, stuff like that. But I want to say that Sears kind of was, it kind of had a little bit of everything. And then I remember there was JCPenney's. Oh, JCPenney's. JCPenney's is just nostalgia. I remember, like, you would walk on the tiles, and they were so polished that your shoes would squeak. You couldn't help it. I remember the perfume and cologne section where you could get all these samples. It's a very fancy type of store. And they sold all sorts of apparel, suits, shirts, anything you could imagine. And then you would leave the JCPenney's and you would enter the mall proper. Oh, interesting. This is weird. I don't know if I've ever seen a bathroom that looks quite like this. I mean, this is like a mega bathroom. It's interesting. Ooh, okay. I kind of want to go this way, but I also kind of don't. I know that's very confusing, but there's something that I have to know, and it's beyond this bathroom. There's something that I have to see for myself. I have to know if we can go through this door. Holy cow, it looks like we can. Crate Co. Packers. That's a great name for a fake company. So, this is the Forbidden Zone. So, I want to tell you all something as we're playing through this, because this is actually really relevant. Ooh, that music is so loud. No way. That's interesting. So this leads to the arcade. Okay. That might be good to know for later. So I've been thinking about writing a story about a mall. I know that seems kind of silly at first run, but you know, I like to write, and whether I publish the story or not, I just like to write, you know. And so I thought about making a story about a mall that has this secret place underground below it, and it's kind of like a liminal space, and it just keeps going and going and going until you get lost. I thought about writing a story like that, but I gotta figure out how to make a plot out of that. I think it's an interesting concept, but I would need to somehow get some sort of plot out of that, you know. Anyway, we are back at the arcade, but I think this is probably just the same arcade as the one before, so I don't think there's anything really new, per se, to discover. So, let's see if we can just find our way out of here. I kind of like this upper part of the mall. Yeah, it's really peaceful. I don't hear any music. I don't know what I did to stop it. So we got through the arcade once more. I don't know if there's anything else. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's something else. I'm sure there's plenty that I missed. I do actually appreciate the plants. Because it is kind of funny, right? Like when you go to a mall and like there's just indoor plants everywhere. That's kind of a mall thing when you think about it. Kind of gives it that mix of the man-made and nature. And again, those themes kind of remind me of The Oldest View, that video series, or that, I don't know if it's a series so much as it is just one video, but still, I really loved it. But it's creepy. It is absolutely creepy. Okay, so here's what I think. I think we should go back outside. Let's go back outside to this weird place that could be a parking garage, but kind of isn't. This is probably about as liminal as you can get in a level. And there's even, like, there's a floor below us, too. I don't even know how we get down there, honestly. Wow. I hope this isn't a dead end, because I want there to be more. Truly. Okay, there is another entrance there. I think we have to explore it. And I see that there might be... Oh yeah, I think there's another entrance on that side, but... I just want to see what this is, what this leads to. Oh... Now you know some serious stuff is about to go down, because there's a green light. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know if I like this. It's just so quiet. Whew. Oh boy. Wow. I mean, it's, in a certain sense, it is kind of cozy. You do have these benches right here. Actually, that doesn't look cozy at all. That looks like it'll hurt your back. But again, that's just another mall thing. Uncomfortable benches. I don't even know where I should go, to be honest. I really am curious, though, because I want to go into another place. Like, they had the arcade, but... Oh, look at here. This leads to... Okay. So I was here before, right? Because these are the bathrooms. No. Okay. That is, that's wonderful. This SCP creature is a little bit too big to fit, so fortunately I should be safe. Maybe. I don't know. Where in the world is this gonna lead? If this leads to the arcade, Oh. Well, 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 what have we here? A lot of boxes, a lot of storage items. This is the part of the mall that the customers never see. I've always wondered about the secret places in malls, because you know for sure malls have to have like secret walkways for the employees, right? That has to be a thing for sure. Makes you wonder about the secrets, the things that you can't see, the things that you don't know and can never know. This was a bookstore for sure. Huh. It's just so silent and so empty. And as far as direction, I have no direction. Like, I just... Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't go in there. Never mind. Wonder if I came out of this door before. No, this is different. This is new. Look at these boxes. I don't remember them from before. Let's see where this is going to lead. It's an interesting room. Tell you what. Oh. Hello. We have a new theme. Huh. I kind of like it. There's something very warm about it. So this is an interesting perspective now. That means, if my theory is correct, this should lead us out to the top bridge of the outside zone. What in the world? What am I hearing? What is that noise? Is that the Seinfeld base? Whoa, whoa. I swear. What in the world is this level? Oh, the music is really kind of creepy now. It started off okay, but they're really manipulating the pitch in ways that that make you think a killer clown is in the vicinity. This is like a different mall. This is maybe perhaps an older type of mall. I don't know. There's something, I mean, it's a different theme, I will say. It's very adventurous in its color decisions. It's kind of like a rainbow. I like the tiles on the floor, though. That's kind of nice. The pillars, you can see, have a special marble tile as well. You got streamers. It's like a big, kind of like a, I don't know, someone celebrated a birthday party here or something. I just don't know what to think. Should we be comforted? Should we be relaxed? Or should we be on high alert? Because you know the thing is, humans, we have instincts for a reason, right? We have evolved with those same instincts, and when put in a situation like this, our brains kind of jump to high alert mode. Because it's dark, we're alone, there's no other people, humans are social creatures, so when we see that there are no people in places where there should be people, something something really fires in our brains that says, hey, this may not be the best situation, and there may be something lurking in the shadows. And no, I'm not being dramatic. I'm saying, watch your back. Your imagination will fill in the blanks a lot of times. So you kind of imagine what's there with you. And I assume it's all to protect us, you know? Like, if we imagine the worst case scenario, then we might be prepared for the worst case scenario. Whew, boy. This is quite the experience. Nice bass playing. That's definitely a slap bass type of sound. Wow. It's so cool. Now this reminds me of a food court, but here's the thing. These tables are not food court tables. I've never been to a mall where they just have these wooden table sets. Also, the seats have no cushions on them. This is not... No, I don't like it. I don't like this place. Those tables are not right. Those aren't the tables that you would see in food courts. And that's really off for me. Now, here's what's interesting. A lot of these malls, yes, the malls of old, they would have cinemas. And there's something really uniquely special about mall cinemas. Man, this is so liminal, it actually hurts. It's actually painful how liminal this space is. Here's the ticket booth. Now what's interesting, this looks kind of modern. So this may not even be a mall from the 90s. It may just be a more modern mall. But it's interesting how the screens all say the same thing. Anyway, I love the floor. I want this floor in my room. Now I should watch what I wish for. Okay, we're just gonna sprint through the darkness, because we don't like it when it's too dark. There are scary things in the dark. We don't want to deal with those scary things. Ooh. Coming to a theater near you. We present to you the Liminal Space movie. Yep, this is a very traditional cinema. I like it. I like it. You know, there's something kind of comforting about this in a strange way. And we have the employee room. Man, this level just goes on and on. It's like it's endless. Like I said, I am not going to be able to explore everything, which is exactly why I'm telling you all right now, if you have an interest in a game like this, please try it out for yourself. I cannot recommend it enough. I won't be able to show you everything that Dead Mall has to offer, but from what I'm seeing so far, I'm very impressed. This game continues to be very impressive. And I'm curious to know what they will come up with next. So this is theater number 3. I think all of these are kind of the same, don't you think? I don't see anything new up here, but we do have the employee rooms. I kind of wonder if there's anything new to explore with them. Nothing scarier than these rooms here. I don't even know which way to go, honestly. Okay, this is a nice view. I half expected to see something weird. But this... Okay, I see what's going on here. This will actually take us maybe to the other floor. Ooh, what's this all about? Red pipes? Interesting. Ooh, what is this? Gotta see this. Oh. Okay, that's a nice little shortcut. Very handy, very unique. Okay, so that was the cinema. Now, it looks like we have something over here, and I'm kind of curious about this. Will this wrap around to the cinema again? Let's see. This reminds me of like a kitchen. I just fell into darkness. Hello? Wow, that's really dark. I thought that was gonna end the game. And I thought there was gonna be a Steam achievement that said, whoops, you accidentally fell into a void of darkness. Okay, so it's kind of as I suspected. This leads back to the movie theater. And if I go further that way, I'll just kind of go back to the movie theater. That's good to know. Alright. Well, everybody, I think I'm going to end this episode for now. I apologize if I didn't get to explore every little bit. However, you all know the nature of these games. There's always more than meets the eye. So, I want to thank everyone for watching. And yeah, if you have any thoughts on this game or any experiences with Dead Mall, feel free to let me know in the comments. But I have to say, I highly recommend this. I highly recommend you check it out and explore it for yourself, because this is one of those games, I think to fully appreciate it, you definitely have to play it for yourself. And who knows, you'll probably discover things that I didn't discover while playing this game. Dead Mall is an instant classic. It is a winner. It's a map that I need to come back to and explore on my own time to see what else I can find. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Alright.